Yo, yo, yo.
Yo,
Well, he got hand shades still for.
this shit ain't coming off, baby.
Anyways, I done with you for the day. Welcome back, guys. It's Tuesday, which means it's another night of Island Boys football talk. It's good to be back to talk some football with everyone. Of course, you got your three hosts. You got C Money representing the San Francisco 49ers, K Jizzle representing the Philadelphia Eagles, Super Bowl Bong, and we got Sweetie representing the Carolina Panthers. Hope everyone is good for tonight's show. Everyone that's all watching our show. Hope everyone has had a good day, a good start to the week. Now it's time for some football talk with us. We'll talk about some news on Philly's side, Carolina side, and San Fran side, and then a little bit of news around the NFL. So, guys, start of the week. I know how Jizzle's feeling. He's getting ready for the Super Bowl. Shane, how you feeling over in San Fran?
Yeah, all right. You know, getting everything together. Things happening as expected. D'Amico Ryans is gone. Till he accepted a job as the Houston Texans head coach. So now we're in the list looking for a new defensive coordinator. And news still rolling in. Of course, we're gonna have some more coaches leaving, players leaving because D'Amico can probably take a few with him.
I don't think this one gonna be a hire from within.
Well, there's still talk. There's still talk of hiring. I think it was the safeties coach. He got interviewed for the position as well.
Okay. I know I see Texans request to talk to you guys passing game coordinator, Bobby Slowick.
Yep.
So we know what's gonna happen every time you lose a coordinator. They're gonna pull some coaches from your team. But I don't know the coordinators like that. So Shane will have to tell us about these assistant
Coordinator.
coaches on the team. Well, no, not the coordinators, just the assistant coaches, because some will go. That of course we know that they've already requested permission to interview Steve Wilkes, former Carolina Panthers interim coach. They requested to interview Chris Harris, passing game coordinator for the Tennessee Titans. And like she said, they got a safeties coach, which I don't know much about. Well, what's your thoughts, Shane? Who you think leaving? Who you think gonna stay?
Um, from a player standpoint, no Jimmy Watt is a free agent. He gonna go, and I think he can probably go with D'Amico. Um,
You think so?
yeah, Samson gonna go.
Abu Cam.
Cam gonna go because he's another guy a free agent, and the defensive line is stacked with young talent. So Cam gonna go, and I think Jake Jackson gonna fall into that spot. Um, I think the biggest question is what they're gonna do with Mosley. I think this is Mosley. We have to sign back Mosley this year, and there was talk about letting him walk to free up money. But I don't want to see that. And if Mosley go, I know he going straight Texans for sure.
Most likely.
Yeah, so it's still rippling. The effect's still rippling. With the coaches and stuff like that. 'Cause the news just breaks and all.
Yeah, it's fresh right now.
So D'Amico gonna go out and start reaching out to who he probably already got his staff in mind, who he wanted to take and who he wanted to interview and stuff. 'Cause he was taking the job even before we were out of the playoffs. So
I think it's good that the Texans give him a 6-year deal because we guarantee more than likely that number 2 pick they drafting a quarterback.
right.
So it's very important for D'Amico to get the right offensive coordinator to groom that quarterback. Unfortunately, if that offensive coordinator groomed the quarterback good, that offensive coordinator might be
They're
gone the
gone.
next year.
Yep.
Exactly.
So that's the problem. See, that's the problem hiring defensive people for head coaches. So because one good coordinator that's usually turned into a head coaching interview, and the shelf life for being coordinator is gone. Especially if you hire a young offensive coordinator that on the rise. They just talk about the same fellow that I just said, passing game coordinator, said he's a young, intelligent mind. If he come out there and do something good, then he gonna get interviews.
Brian
Yeah,
Dable is a perfect example.
and he came right up under Shanahan. That's a Shanahan protege right
Right.
there. So the final is also looking at interviewing Chris Harris.
Yeah, the guy from
From
Tennessee,
Tennessee.
See,
passing game coordinator.
passing game coordinator. And then I try and find the guy they were talking about, the safety they were talking about. Of course, we already said Steve Wilkes. I would love to get Steve Wilkes. I get from because what I see from
Yeah, I just trying to do the NFL. I just trying to do the NFL a
A
favor.
favor?
That's all it is. That's all it is because if he was wrongfully undone and blah blah blah, no the fact. No, that's one thing because the last two defensive coordinators were black. That's
here,
all it is.
here we go. Oh, the safeties coach is Daniel Wilkes. That's who the safeties coach is. That's the in-house. That's probably the in-house candidate right there, which I don't know yet. So we'll see.
So if you had your choice, if you were the GM, who you're picking
Wilkes,
to be your defensive coordinator?
Wilkes,
And why is that? I
because
want to hear this.
what Wilkes did with the Carolina Panthers defense. You know, you give him that freaking all of these players that we have on the finals for him to work with. I think he'd be a clean, just a sliding, just a step into it. And he should be able to keep the defense at the top level that they're playing at. My problem is you bring somebody in who try and change the whole scheme and just disassemble what we got built. We supposed to be with top defense for the last couple of years. It needs to stay that way. Wait, he camera stick on him smiling. That makes sense.
Oh God, we got technical difficulties here. He probably lose current.
That should make sense. That makes sense. Kick him out of it. Get out of here.
He lose current.
Smiling.
Ah boy, poor fella.
Smiling. But I think Steve Wilkes will be a shoe-in for him. A good shoe-in for him. And then you back?
Sorry about that. Had a little technical. What answer he gave is why he wants Steve Wilkes?
I ain't repeating it.
No. What he wants? Yeah,
You go watch the show.
no, because the answer gotta be bad. Well, what?
All that bad. That's all good. Like I said, to see what Steve Wilkes did with the Panthers defense.
What he do with the defense?
I want to ask. What do you mean what he do with the defense, you did?
He do nothing with the defense in my eyes.
Okay.
Last time I checked, Mike Evans had like a 300 yards passing in that game that them had a win.
You can't fix stupid.
As far as I said, Steve Wilkes is a great leader. I'll never take away that from him. But if you watch the Panthers games,
Salty.
he was horrendous at adjusting.
You're like a Dallas Cowboy fan.
No, it wasn't. It's the facts. The pure facts was the Panthers won games when the running game was effective. When the running game wasn't effective, we lost games. Just take a look at it.
In what finals are specializing?
Wow, the run game?
Uh-huh.
That don't mean nothing. So that mean when the run game you walking fire, I gonna lose.
Not quite. That's what he got coordinators on here. He'd be a good fit. Anyhow, Steve Wilkes would be you asked my question, I give you an answer. Steve Wilkes would be a good fit to see what he did out there with the front seven out there in his defense. And have them
What he do?
as he had him playing as a top-notch defense in that league.
I beg to differ.
You bet the ass. I had a top-notch defense.
Not quite.
I had like a rank 10 defense for the last season.
Did we watch the Tampa Bay game?
I actually. So did you watch my Chiefs game? I still have the number one defense, right?
Yeah, but we get beat from you get beat from the team that going to the Super Bowl.
It doesn't matter.
We get beat from a 4-year-old man that ain't threw a touchdown for the last 8 games, and then all of a sudden, like everyone's out there running and thing. Yeah, but come on. So okay, tell me, Shane, we all watch football. I guarantee if that happened to you, the first thing you'd come here and say, you're gonna tell me Mike Evans bomb you twice down the field. You ain't gonna make an adjustment and put a safety over the top.
That ain't gonna happen in San Fran. We got people to coach and get it. He had nobody to lean on in Carolina. Post structure.
That's a but don't come chat no nonsense no, but he had nobody to come lead. Yeah, just tell me the team are good. You just tell me the team he had a good defense.
When he had to make adjustments, he had nobody to lean on to help him. We got it.
I mean he had nobody to lean on.
Who he to lean on? Who else gonna help him?
Himself? He's a defensive coordinator.
He got nobody else there?
I mean
But
he got nobody else there. He the head coach.
He's the head coach.
Who else will lean on him? Who's the defensive
He pick his defensive coordinator, you know. He pick Al Holcomb. That's his guy.
Who?
That's his guy. That ain't my guy.
Who?
Al
Who?
Holcomb. That's his. Remember,
Who?
defensive coordinators like to bring them player. They bring certain people with him. I guarantee if he go with IU, he bringing over Al Holcomb.
He got to stick with the staff and he get out there.
They can't do that because you're gonna be losing staff anyhow. I'll tell you one thing: Al Holcomb is a terrific linebackers coach, as evident to that to coaching Keith Lee, Thomas Davis, and Shaq Thompson. But I don't. I agree. I think Steve Wilkes is a great leader. He should be a head coach. He should get a head coaching job.
Let's see what
But
the rest of the follow is before we start because you have a lot of follows.
they said
From within.
and see it goes back to this. I don't. He can get his defensive coordinator position. I think he's like I say. He was wrongfully unjust in Arizona 1. 2, when he was a defensive coordinator in Cleveland. Cleveland turned over defensive coordinators left, right, and center for some strange reason. They got tons of talent and can't do it. I think, in my eyes, I think Steve Wilkes is a better coordinator
Than a head coach.
than a head coach. Not to say that he's a great leader, and I ain't gonna never dispute that. But I think I would have prefer it if I was Chep on them other try to get him to be the defensive coordinator and Frank Wright's staff. But I don't think he would have taken it because he was the interim head coach. But if she and them get him as a defensive coordinator, that's a good move. And he's another leader, experienced guy. He know how to do defense.
Right.
But if you want to worry about the defense, then fine. But to worry about the whole NFL, the whole team, no. Don't put him out there as that. Cause all they gonna do is Shane and them gonna make the man do good in defense, and then somebody will hire him. Then Shane gotta go find a new black man to think. So all Shane and them want to do is find a black man to do it. That's all it is. Well, so Shane said he would like to have him as his defensive coordinator, which is fine.
That to me, I mean, out of the 3 candidates that we got, I think his name stand out to me.
And that's what I'm saying. That well, you know more persons gonna come, but there's a saying though that the ideal spot there, the ideal person, there's a person that's earning the job, but we gotta see what happened, and it's Vic Fangio.
But he already on the dunk.
No, he didn't accept it yet. He didn't accept it.
Let me tell you something. We get Fangio in San Fran, right? I can do 2 backflips here in a second. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. They say that
I keep marking him off because I keep saying he's saying.
No, that was a rumor. He's interested in it, but they didn't sign him. He didn't officially sign the contract. He's still looking at the options, and a lot of people think that he trying to wait. He was waiting on that San Francisco opening because D'Amico would be going. Or they're saying that he might go with Sean Payton back to Denver, but they say that highly unlikely because remember he was the head coach.
Right.
In Denver, so they don't think that he'll just go back there as a defensive coordinator. But they're saying that he has a history with Shanahan and everything, and they look like he would like to go there. And I mean, everybody knows Vic Fangio's the hot take to be the defensive. Everybody wants him to be the defensive coordinator, but if he goes to San Fran, oof. So we'll have to see how that goes. But Shane is just waiting to see those stuff. On a later show, we'll see more of the breakdown on the coaches and everything going forward. But with that being said, how is the mood in Philly, Jizzle?
The mood is high sky, partner. You walking on clouds. We walking on clouds right now. We climbing poles, the poles falling down. We doing all of that, partner.
Damn girl, little broke her damn neck.
Lily broke her neck.
I see some nonsense that I had somebody with a neck brace on.
So you know, if they win the Super Bowl, it's gonna be even crazy, and I'll be in Philly for that. But you know how the game went. On the last show, I was high as a kite, so I can remember half of the show. But in watching that game, we all know what happened. We all know Porter got injured. We know what happened to San Francisco after that. Jazz Johnson got injured, and that was it after that. The Eagles did what they had to do offensively, defensively. Didn't have to do a whole lot because Fernandez couldn't orchestrate a decent offense. My question is with Shanahan. On the first play, not the first play, I think it was the second series, the first sack. Hassan Reddick sack
Porter.
right. The second series, he lined up a second string tight end and Hassan Reddick. Why would he do that?
Because Taylor Craft has been solid for the whole season blocking.
Not against Hassan Reddick.
Yeah, but the play dog is a play.
I understand the play, but you gotta understand. But you gotta understand. You gotta know your personnel too. That's like if Sirianni line up Jack Stoll against Bosa. You think I gonna fucking accept that? Not a fuck.
If the play is supposed to move the opposite side, Telegraph been in like Telegraph is just like somebody we just go fill in. You know, Telegraph been.
I know he been in, but you're going against a premier pass rusher.
That's okay. We go get somebody.
You don't do that. You don't do that. That's what got a quarterback kill. That's what caused the injury. I think Shanahan's supposed to take some heat for that because you're not you ain't know your personnel.
Anybody out there? You gonna put McGlinchey? McGlinchey gotta get.
Yeah, but that's McGlinchey. He's an offensive tackle. No, this is a tight end.
What's the difference?
This is a backup tight end. This is even Kittle, who's a better pass blocker. This is your backup tight end. So you would think
the first sack of the game. Who the first sack of the game was on? When Hassan who was it on?
I'm McGlinchey.
No.
Who?
Kittle.
Again. So then after, okay, it was Kittle. So you gonna put a backup tight end to block him after?
Ain't a backup tight end. That's part of the formation. Like I said,
no, I'm just saying. In your starting tight end,
Crab has been one of the premier blocking tight ends for the finals.
So you agree with that?
I ain't gonna say I agree with it, but I ain't gonna sit here and blame and say that was
he got to take some of that. He got to take some of that. He got to take it because you don't do that. Some of the best. You think Andy Reid gonna line up Watson and Hassan Reddick in the Super Bowl?
If the play is called,
he ain't doing that. He ain't doing that because you know what's gonna happen? He gonna get beat, and they're gonna catch it quarterback.
What that sack that thing get injured? What down was it? They were first, second, or third?
Who? 40?
Yeah,
I think it was
second down.
Okay,
but you don't put a tight end to line up against a DN. You crazy?
He did all season.
Yeah, he did all season. Not against this fella. Not against this fella. Is the reason why there's a saying KYP. Know your personnel. Know what going on.
Reddick is a sick man.
Reddick is a sick man. 16 sacks, 5 forced fumbles. That should have been your look at one time. Oh shit. I got Reddick.
So point on Party then. Because if I put you in that personnel and you know Reddick is Hassan Reddick over there, the play going to the left, you gotta step up in the pocket or roll. He stood in the pocket and take the last.
I get to put it too. But put the blame on Shanahan. You got blame Shanahan.
Shanahan gonna put that out there.
Right. But you put that out there knowing
I run a 2 tight end set. My 2 tight ends line up on the right hand side. Where the play should go?
But you put that knowing, but you call it play. You know where the play should go. But you know how much pressure gonna come?
He play. If pressure
but like I said, KYP. Know your personnel. Know where you lining up.
He been trusting Party all 7
I know he trusting Party, but you can't trust Taylor Calf to go up against Hassan Reddick. You can't.
He been the blocking tight end.
I know he been the blocking tight end. He been the blocking tight end again, probably against less effective pass rushers.
Like who?
I don't know. I don't watch our games. But I would understand. If you line up against like a maybe a Josh Sweat. I would understand that. And if that was the case, shift it to the next side of the field because you're in the quarterback's ear. You can see what going on the
field. Go on YouTube, right? Type in Brock Porter injury. I got a video here for 1:48 here. Let me see something. See if you find it there.
He should be able
They
to
got
find it. Should be there.
a minute 48 seconds. Soon they click here and see the first thing.
Which one? Like
They just say Black Porter gets injured and Josh Johnson comes into the game. It's a minute 48 seconds.
I think they're on YouTube.
that's it.
It's not usual.
Yeah, it should be there.
You got it.
Yeah.
You could play.
I ain't gonna play because I ain't copyright. If I don't do it.
How long it is?
I'm making 40 seconds.
And get copyrighted even though you still shot.
Depends on who it come from. They got Fox all over the damn thing.
Carl, let's see if we could get it on the thing. To see. Let's see if we could get it on the show.
I get it, but we'll try it next show.
Are they here watching it now? Play action. Fake in the wrong. He was setting up for a big play. But he should have stepped up.
You got
Fletcher Cox.
when he didn't come with what I is on the edge.
Where it come out the edge? Where it come out the edge?
No.
Say 97. Who's 97?
Sweat.
Sweat.
So
94.
that come out wrong. The other edge. So he got the pocket clean. He got to step up. He got to step up. Trust me, I watch these. Everybody try to play my channel. I watch them and somebody come out and say, Paul has to know that Hassan Reddick over there as well. And you don't think everybody tell them Hassan Reddick on your right hand side? Step up, but Porty never felt the pressure.
I understand that part too with Porty. But lad, man, you can't
But Kraft done on the ground. Kraft done host.
You can't let up that tight end against Hassan Reddick.
Oh, he get beat. He get pulled.
That's swim move. Yeah, he do a swim move. Yeah.
Move on him.
And then
But Ting get beat too.
Right.
McGlinchey get beat from Fletcher Cox. But
The
the thing is, both of them take the outside rush, and then the two with the left end and the other defensive tackle take the outside rush on the other side. So Porter had a chance to step up. But he had a throw there that he was going to make. It seemed like he hold the ball and he get sacked. He get hit when he was going through. So the throw was there. It just he didn't have enough time.
Right.
Again, so I'd like if we had get it on the show to see what I see just now.
What I'm saying is, no, you're positive, man. Don't line up. Don't line up. Kraft and Hassan Reddick.
Wait a shit. I wasn't right.
Don't line up. Tell that Kraft and Hassan Reddick. That's a win-win ratio for Hassan Reddick. 10 out of 10 times. 10 out of 10 times.
Again, too, it's still all in the game. We're still in the field, no process.
I understand that, but still, you ain't putting Dallas Goddard on fucking you putting Dallas Goddard on what his name is, and Bosa. You crazy?
See, from what the play looked like, it was a 2 tight end set, but Kittle was a receiver. Kittle was an inside tight end next to the lineman, and Kittle was the receiver, and Kraft was out wide, and Kraft blocking. So Hassan already come way off the edge.
Right.
Well, Kraft didn't get to hold the block. Thing used that swim move on him.
Right. But he already know he was gonna eat. If I'm a premier pass rusher, I know I got tight end blocking me. I gonna eat. I know I get home to that quarterback for sure. This is all I saying that Shanahan could have at least yes Porter should have know that Hassan Reddick over there as well, but he's a rookie.
Hey, you can't expect him to play a perfect game.
He's a rookie. Yeah. I think Shanahan should have beat that. I know if Shanahan was beating it in the head from start to finish, doing in the walkthroughs or whatever. But I think that you should have waited until you establish the run, then call that play. I think during that time the run wasn't fully established.
I tell you, I call it for you. I call it out for you though. I told you that you're gonna see when you go back on the show. You're gonna see when I say we're gonna run a run day,
right?
Run a pass play. to feel out how are you coming, what you're doing.
Yeah, but
It's just the second series.
I understand that, but I think you should still establish the run because just after the first series, just coming off a sack. You know what I mean? So for you to come out in a play action type of play like that, and you haven't fully established the run, the defense ain't gonna bite. The defense didn't bite on that play.
Right, but we expect you to bite, Casey. We're trying to see how you're reacting to the play action.
You trying to see how you don't react on the second series?
Yeah, no, that's
Somebody ass. No, man.
He
No,
gonna
no,
show
no.
you the play action. He gonna show you the play action and see, okay, how you react on the play action.
You gonna try to react before you even establish a run?
I script the game for you. I told you I want to.
Yeah, but you gonna try to do that before you try to establish some type of momentum?
Yes, because he wants to see how you playing against the play action. Are you expecting a run or are you backing up for the pass?
Oh, why they ass?
Everybody knows we're the run first team. So how you gonna react to that first move?
If Kyle Shanahan doing that,
He's been doing it.
well, but that's the reason why he ain't winning. Because that's a bunch of nonsense.
That's why he ain't winning.
That's a bunch of nonsense if you're doing that.
All right.
Nick, I don't want Nick to do that nonsense. That's a bunch of nonsense if you're doing that.
Can't.
No, but I'm just saying, no, the reason why we don't do is establish the run. Then
you don't establish run. Everybody knows he's a fucking run team.
Yeah, but try to establish it that way you can bite.
Why? Everybody knows he's a run team. For the time you land Christian McCaffrey in the backfield, you have to worry about that. So I gonna show you a play action to see how you gonna react to the play action. He do it all the time. Every game you go out, he do it all the time. He gonna show you the run for. He gonna run the ball first, and then he gonna do a play action, but keep it to see how you react. And then he gonna come back and do what he gonna do. It's still
you can't run play action if you get no positive yards, and it wasn't getting positive yards.
If you already a run team,
I understand that. I understand that.
I understand that. If I'm a pass team,
why would
you come out?
Why? Well, why would? Let me ask that question. Why would you run the football and call play action if you're not getting positive yards? The defense ain't gonna bite. The defense is not gonna bite. If I'm a defensive,
how much time have you seen Cash and run the ball 3 times and we ain't got no damn yards?
But he calling play action right after.
Yes, because he wants to see how you're gonna react to the play action. This is a field.
That doesn't make any sense. I don't know if that makes sense. I mean, it don't make sense. I know if it makes sense to you.
I know what he'll do.
I understand if you're running the football, you get positive yards, then after you call play action.
That's for a team
that's when the defense gonna bite.
I don't run the ball. We don't run the ball.
But still what? The defense gonna bite. If you keep doing that, the defense ain't gonna bite.
But
if you're not getting positive yards, the defense ain't gonna bite.
That's the chess match. Because if you don't bite, then we're gonna go over you on the top. If you bite, then we're gonna find something else. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's all I tell you.
If the defense bites on a run, you go over top.
Right. If they don't bite,
if they don't bite,
you want to see how you.
If they don't bite, you run the ball.
Right. You would just
right.
Reacting to the play.
Right. So why do it in the first series?
Because we're feeling it out.
Feel it out.
We're trying to make you bite.
That's what you script. That's why you script the first 10 plays just to feel out what the next team doing.
But that's why I said it last damn thing before we played. That's why I said Saturday. I said we're gonna come out there.
You can't come out feeling out nobody. You can't come out feeling out nobody. You gotta call your players how your team is supposed to run. Not come out feeling out. But if you come out, you think next year and they come out to feel out, what you gonna do?
I don't run the fucking ball.
We run the football. We run the best football team in the league.
I don't establish in the beginning.
Everybody don't establish.
Everybody worrying about Jalen Hurts running.
We do it against IU. What do you mean? We do it against IU. We do it against the Giants. We do it all season.
That was my game.
We do. But we've been doing it all season. We've been doing it all season. That's what I'm saying. That's what he's saying. That makes no sense. Why should I come out, run the football first down, right? I get last. I ain't get no yards. It's second line of scrimmage. When the run the second down, then after, and third down, you call play action after?
Yeah.
Oh, what? No. What kind of nonsense? The defense ain't gonna bite, Shane. The defense ain't gonna bite.
That's what I'm trying. We ain't trying to make the defense bite.
But what are you trying to accomplish?
You listen to me. You stick bro me, yeah.
But what are you trying to accomplish?
He is reading to see how your defense reacting. That's all he's doing. It's the second damn season.
You don't need to do that so the defense can react. It's common sense.
What's common sense?
If you on the football and first down, you don't get positive yards. What do you think the defense will do? Keep reacting?
If I come out and show you run the first play, and I show you run the second play again, what you gonna do?
on third down
Yeah,
and it's third and 10,
yeah.
I ain't playing the run.
You want to play a run? How much times you see McCaffrey break freaking third down and 10 and break it down for 20, 30 yards?
Against a bad team. Against a bad team.
It's a bad team.
You're doing that against a good team, Shane. You're not doing that against a good team.
So
You do
then
it against bad team.
it's second down.
You would
It's
get a
second
first
down.
down on a run play and third and 10 against a
It's
bad
second down.
defense.
I have seen Shanahan multiple games run the ball on first down, he ain't get no yardage. Run the ball again on second down, get 7 yards on that third and 3.
But that's 7 yards. That's different. That's what I'm saying. Okay, that's
okay,
7 yards. That's positive yardage.
Second down. He run the ball the first time. So his second play now is play action to see if you're gonna bite on a run or you're gonna play coverage.
But that's I'm talking about getting negative yardage, not positive
Why
yardage.
you get negative yards on the first play?
I talking. Listen. First play negative yards. Second play negative yards.
You making a comparison? Or you looking at what that play was there?
I'm just looking at what that play was.
The first play was a what?
Was a pass play? I think it was a run play. A run play.
How much yards did he get?
Nothing.
He get 2 yards.
Nothing.
Okay, so why not run the second time?
For what again?
Why not? We's a run team, KG. We don't run the ball. We'll run the ball any down.
You ain't get positive yards that first play. You ain't get positive. The reason why he didn't run that ball because he wasn't get positive yards. Like I said before, should have never come out with Kraft blocking Hassan Reddick.
We gonna say that now. But if Kraft had blocked Hassan Reddick, nobody will say nothing.
Kraft would have never blocked Hassan Reddick.
So that when Telegraph has been a solid blocker for us all season.
Not against a premier pass rusher. It ain't gonna happen. It will never happen.
Like I said, I'll say again.
If you're playing the Seahawks, who doesn't have a premier pass rusher, yes, he's gonna work.
So if
you play the Carolina Panthers, who has Brian Bonds, you think they're gonna work too?
But he do it
against Brian Bonds.
You go back to the Carolina games. Go back to the Rams game. Go back to any of them games that got premier rushers. Go back to the Cardinals against JJ Watt. Telegraph been on that field blocking those guys. I ain't talking shit.
Telegraph ain't block no JJ Watt. Telegraph ain't block no JJ Watt. Shit, Telegraph ain't block no JJ Watt. Come on, man.
I'll show you next show.
He blocking no JJ Watt.
I'll show you next show.
He blocking no JJ Watt. And he blocking no Brian Bonds.
Okay, I will show you next show.
Not no Telegraph.
All right.
I just said.
Okay.
I Porty got take some of that blame, but Shanahan got take a lot of that blame. You take a lot of that blame. You gonna against a man who has 16 sacks and 5 forced fumbles. I ain't line up no tight end against him. None. Wait, think she
That's a good debate. That's a good debate. That's a debate with you and Sheen.
Well, where your 2 cents is?
That's not your debate. That's not my debate. Let me worry about who blocking who in Carolina. That's all I like to worry about for the time being. Can't worry about nothing else right now. Let me see what's going on.
But like I said before, that happened. Both quarterbacks got injured. Offense and defense did their thing. Jalen Hurts didn't have a good game at all. He was off, and you could kind of tell that he's not 100%. Actually, the injury still is an issue. You could tell. A good thing they got 2 weeks after to go play in the Super Bowl. Nick Sirianni and Shane Steichen, they had a good first series. They had a bad second and third series. After that fumble, you should have drove down the field and score. You should have stick with establishing the run game because the run game was working. Even that touchdown, that Miles Sanders touchdown, the double team with the offensive line, how they were blocking great all game. I mean, I guess Shane Steichen found a wrinkle and they kept using that double team. For some reason, I guess they found out that not for some reason, they found out that which was an in-game adjustments in the second or third quarter. No, in the first half of the second quarter. Instead of going with the zone, what you call it, the RPO, they went with the zone read.
The zone read.
Right. They realized that what's his name was paying more attention to the zone read. I mean the RPO, Warner. And then after they switched to the zone read, and instead of allowing him going 1-on-1 with a offensive lineman, they double team him, and that was a successful part of the run game. So
you guys are running the ball good. I don't understand.
Right. Right,
They got
exactly. Right,
staking,
the first
staking, staking the
right,
series, and they get a little too pass happy at twice. I
exactly.
don't understand.
In the first and second series, I mean, you should have established the run game. The run, I mean, you saw how it worked for you in the first drive. You saw how it worked for you in that touchdown drive. It was I think you were 10 yards off, 10 yards away from the end zone, and you see how that offensive line opened up that hole for Mike Sanders. He walked right into the end zone. So you should have keep that momentum and stick with it.
But two of the Russian touchdowns, those guys paved the way.
Right.
Straight that the huge holes.
Right, exactly. So the offensive line was playing great. I'm surprised Lane Johnson had such a good game, being that he had a abdominal tear going injury, whatever he has. I surprised he played good. Um, Kelsey still dominant at the age of 34. I mean, it's impossible. I think that guy can stay right, guys. I don't know. I know how he's doing at this elite level at the age of 34. I mean, he's unblockable. I mean, his the way how he pulls in the run game sometimes. I mean, it's crazy what he's doing at that age and at an all pro level. Hopefully
Yeah.
he come back next year. Well, I mean, this might be his last year. He might retire after if we do win the Super Bowl.
I
But
think he may come back if they
he
go
might,
for
right,
another run next year again. I
exactly.
think he'll
So
come back for
he
another
comes
year.
back. Sam Malu's gonna leak. This is Sam Malu's last year. He won't be back. But Jorgens could step in and hopefully play right guard. Lane Johnson will be back, of course. Landon Dickinson, he's gonna be an all pro. He's a pro bowler already in his second year. He's gonna be an all pro next year. And you know how my Lata is. So I expect my Lata to be an all pro next year too as well. Probably a pro bowler. So I mean, this offensive line is set. The defensive line, I mean, like I said, I mean, you know who Hassan Reddick is. You know what he's been doing. I think what 10 double-digit sacks in Arizona, double-digit sacks in Carolina. Good thing Carolina wasn't able to sign him because no, we got him.
I don't understand.
Because no, we got him. Um, my bad, sorry about that. But I'm happy we have him. Fletcher Cox maybe might come back on a team discount, maybe not. But if not, we do have Jordan Davis, Brandon Graham. Not Brandon Graham might be back, hopefully.
Yeah.
Um, Josh Sweat will be back. He'll be there still.
You
And
had
same as
so
Van Hart, yeah.
Barnett had get signed a multi extension or just a 1 year deal.
I think it was a 2 year deal, and it wasn't a long deal. I think it was 1 or 2 year
Okay.
deal. He was on he's on a ACL injury. He's out for he was out
Yeah,
for the
he's out
season.
for the season. I know
Yeah,
he's
you know
out,
what I
but
mean? So, but I mean, the defense played great. The cornerbacks did their thing. Of course, you have no quarterback to throw the ball, so of course they're gonna just pin their heads back. Avante Maddox didn't have to do a whole lot because he didn't have to cover a lot. There's no quarterback throwing the ball. Chauncey Gardner Johnson, other than that missed tackle and that McCaffrey touchdown, he played great. So he played great. Epps played great. The the whole defense played good. Defense played great, but you gotta give credit to that defensive line, and that's a credit to Harry Roseman and what he's done in the off season, picking up Hassan with it. That's a big pickup as you see it right now. 16 sacks, 5 forced fumbles. I mean, yes, he goes against a lot of one on one blocks and stuff like that against offensive linemen, but still
yeah.
he's dominant. Dominant.
I think your team Roseman did a good job putting the team
Put
together,
the team together. He built the trenches.
and I know they say off season needs for Philly is get Jalen Hurts the extension and resign Chancey Gardner as well.
Hmm.
So
We need to sign Chauncey Gardner. We need to sign him.
so I know those are some stuff. Cap Boy is gonna hit you guys soon. But you guys got a lot of old veterans, so
Yeah, so
a
they're
lot of
gonna
stuff
leave.
gonna be coming off the
Right,
books
they're gonna leave, and the
as well.
NFL said that
So
the cap going up to what 228 mil. So that's gonna open up a whole lot. Hopefully, Jalen Hurts doesn't try to break the bank. Hopefully, we could probably give him maybe a 35, 36 million contract or whatever. 35, 36 million a year contract. Probably maybe what 200 and it's probably gonna be like the 220 something mil a year. I mean 220
mhm.
something mil probably for 6 years, 7 years, something like that.
Yeah,
So
he gonna get
hopefully,
he
yeah,
if he win this Super Bowl, so I say
right.
you gotta pay he over 40 mil.
Lord, they're gonna
You're
break
gonna
your
have
bank.
to pay Jalen Hurts over 40 mil because of the way he blossomed this year and he carried that team to the Super Bowl.
Right.
It's just the way the NFL is. And we know the team built right. It's just I don't know. But you're gonna have to pay him a lot of money. We know that. You're gonna have to pay him a lot of money.
Right.
But I mean that debate is for another a distance down the road because you guys are still focused on Kansas City. And the thing about it, if you look at the way Kansas City and Philly is the big difference we would see is the Philly Kansas City defense in like Philly defense. But
Mm-hmm.
Spagnuolo and those guys do a terrific job how they prepare. Chris Jones is a beast. Frank Clark's still there. I don't call him a beast, but he's still there.
Right.
Um,
Right.
and
Justin Reed.
Nick Bolton is good. Justin Reed, and then they playing a lot of rookie corners.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't understand. Was it more that Frank Wright? I mean, was it more that Chris Jones and them was so dominant, or just that the Bengals defense, the Bengals line had sucked once again? I couldn't tell the difference because
I think the
that
Bengals will suck again.
I I know that Adanaji is not their starting right tackle, so somebody
Right.
was injured. I know Lyle Collins is injured, but Jesus
Before
Christ, man,
before before the last championship game, they had three offensive linemen out.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
For this one,
when they played the Bills, they had three
Bills.
offensive
Yeah.
linemen.
exactly. So which means remember they took Alex Kappa from Tampa Bay. I don't even know if Alex Kappa playing. I think Lyle Collins injured. I don't even know if Jonah Williams, the left tackle, playing.
They had three out against the Chiefs.
So who was in terms of luck? The Chiefs, the Bengals in them line, or the
The
49ers, the
49ers.
quarterbacks? Who got a worse luck?
Bengals could have dressed their line. We tried to dress our quarterback, we still get injured.
Yeah.
That was so you think the 49ers just unlucky then?
Unlucky, man. We cost.
I got like I say, you don't like this step, but others say it's a Shanahan cut. You know, 49ers. It's a Shanahan cut. He didn't say like he doing nothing wrong. He doing nothing wrong. I ain't saying that Shanahan doing something wrong, you know. I just saying that Shanahan costs with the quarterbacks.
I
That's
know
how it
if
is.
that was the case, then he, when he was there with RG3, then when he was there with Matt Ryan, I said, okay, if
Well,
them
look
get,
at RG3. He
Did
broke
you
up.
get injured?
he was gone,
RG3.
he was gone before RG3 get injured.
No, did you get injured the first year?
Yeah, he got broke up the first year.
How did you
He
get?
played more than 1 year.
No, he get.
No, he
Remember, he get
played,
broke
but
up his
remember he
rookie
had
year.
get broke up bad the first year.
The rookie year, yeah.
He was too brittle.
Yeah, remember, he
And
get
then-
broke up against the Ravens.
And then
One year he had he big season.
The
Because
first year,
he still get broke up that first year, had a
and he
big
get broke up, yeah.
he get broke up, yeah.
And then Matt Ryan get broke up mentally. Cause I don't understand what happened in
After the Super Bowl.
in the Super Bowl.
After the Super Bowl, yeah.
So he get broke up mentally. He old age kicking. So I don't understand, but those teams gotta understand. Like I said, it's no fault of the father. The father has been on that's their third string quarterback. So it ain't no fault on team. But lad, the Bengals gotta know better. Then get depth, get proper depth. I don't know. Again, the Bengals made Super Bowl last year and then AFC Championship game this year. They ain't a fluke. It ain't a fluke. I guarantee next year if that guy healthy line, they're gonna go back right where them come from.
Probably don't go back.
So I don't know. I can't think. But later in the week we'll talk more on Philly and Kansas City as we get closer. Switch it over to the Queen City, Carolina. We had Frank Wright's press conference today. I don't know how much to take in on press conferences because they ain't gonna say nothing wrong. But I do believe that he says he has a vision and this and that. And I respect what he says. Like I said, I'm okay with the hire. I'm happy with the hire because it's a good hire. We wanted our offensive coordinator to be a head coach. So Frank Wright got my book. But one thing I saw on that, one thing I took away from that, from hearing Scott Fitterer, GM, and Frank Wright was that they got their eyes set on a quarterback in that draft. I just don't know who.
As they should.
They got their eyes set. They got their eyes set on somebody, and Scott Federer said in his press conference, if there's conviction on somebody, we go and get him. And the way Frank Wright broke down his press conference, someone asked him, what's your definition of ideal quarterback? His ideal quarterback is CJ Stroud, the way he break it down. And I got a feeling that they're going to trade up to get CJ Stroud. Because there's a lot of rumors right now saying that Will Levis draft stock was tumbling and he needed a good Senior Bowl to pick it back up. And he declined the invitation to the Senior Bowl. So now he becomes an unknown until his pro day.
Wow.
But they're saying that I'm not Will Levis. CJ Stroud is who Carolina wants to target, and they're willing to give up picks to get that player. If you leave it up to me, what you say?
Chicago.
I don't think I need to go up number one. I don't think Houston gonna pick CJ Stroud. I think Houston gonna go with Bryce Young. If that's the case, I'm going to treat to Arizona because you gotta pick somebody over Indianapolis at 4.
Yeah, Arizona ain't gonna pick no quarterback.
Yeah, Arizona ain't picking us. So we know Houston going with 1 because that's gonna define D'Amico. That's his quarterback he picked. And Indianapolis number 4. If they're still saying some scouts got Will Levis rank higher than Bryce Young and CJ Stroud. So you gotta go with who you're listening to in terms of all of these things. There's a chance that Will Levis could go before Bryce Young or CJ Stroud. If that's the case, if you look at it, do you honestly believe Seahawks picking a quarterback? I don't.
I don't think so.
You think the Lions picking a quarterback? I don't.
I don't think so.
No.
You think Oakland the Las Vegas gonna pick a quarterback? I don't.
Yes.
Nope.
You think they're picking a quarterback?
Quarterback? Yeah. Derek Carr got it.
Yeah, but that team is built. They got that team built to win. You honestly believe that they're gonna pick a rookie quarterback?
That Josh Daniels got Stidham, Stidham is he buy?
What you say?
Stidham is he buy, right? Is Josh Daniels
Yeah, but I can't believe them rolling into the
I think
next
they
year.
would more go to veteran quarterback.
I think they will go veteran way because I believe, like I say, you didn't think McDaniels would take a chance with Garoppolo or something like that?
Yeah.
The team built to win. So I can't see them going the quarterback route so young when you got a veteran ready to win team. And then you think Atlanta going quarterback? I don't.
No, I don't think so.
No.
So it kind of difficult, but I still think for us to get a quarterback, we're gonna have to trade up a few spots.
There are the picks above you.
Yeah, that's the ones I just caught. So you
Yeah,
had
that's
Chicago first, Houston 2, Arizona 3, the Colts 4, the Seahawks 5, the Lions 6, Las Vegas 7, Atlanta 8, and we 9. But you see, it a little bit confusing to me because word on the street is that Frank Reich hasn't admit that he's gonna call plays, but he's been calling plays from since his time in Philadelphia. He called plays when he was a head coach in
Indy.
in Indy. But they're saying that he's targeting Jizzle's quarterbacks coach Brian Johnson to be his offensive coordinator. Then they said that when Steve Wilkes presented his plan to David Tepper and those guys, he was going to hire Brian Johnson to be his offensive coordinator. If Brian Johnson does come over, he was the offensive coordinator at Florida for Anthony Richardson. So do they go with Anthony Richardson? So it kind of crazy for me with all kinds of stuff because then they asked Frank Reich this today, what's your ideal quarterback? And he said in today's game, you have to have a quarterback that can move, but then still navigate the pocket. So which quarterback in that draft can move and navigate the pocket? Bryce Young can, but he's very flimsy. And then you got CJ Stroud is that guy. Anthony Richardson. They're saying if you develop him that first year on the side, year 2, he got a higher ceiling than everybody. So I do know for a fact Frank Wright wants a quarterback, and he's gonna go the young way. And then we still got Matt Corral on the thing, but I don't think they're gonna put all their ins in Matt Corral from last year, especially when coming from a Lisfranc injury. So it's kind of hard for me to see and tell right now, but I'm still excited for him. We still gotta we still gotta break down our coaching staffs, and so we haven't think we were high on Vic Fangio. I think we tried to make him the highest paid defensive coordinator, but it doesn't look like he's gonna take it. So we're still looking at Chris Richard and Marquand Manuel and a few others. Still trying to figure out our offensive coordinator as well. As long as Team McAdoo. I don't understand how McAdoo still under contract. I don't understand. I'd have cut he long time. Get from here. But we're gonna retain our special teams coordinator because we were ranked 8th in the league in special teams, and our offensive coordinator James Campion, who has a lot of love in Carolina, and everyone wants him to stay. And so, and the offensive line became a strength rather than a weakness. So we're keeping both of them. So we just got to see how it goes. Just he had a press conference today. Frank Wright, he said all the right things. One thing I must admit, David Tepper did say that I admit that I shouldn't have hired a CEO type head coach. He meant Matt Rule. Matt Rule wasn't like you know how Frank Wright is offense, Steve
Oh
Wilkes
yeah.
is defense. Matt Rule wasn't there. Matt Rule was just a overall head coach that was good at building a program. So David Tepper said, I agree, it's my bad. I should have never hired a CEO type thing. I should have dedicated a head coach based on a certain offense or defense. He admitted, which was he got a lot of backlash for it for hiring him, and he admitted. Then they asked him about the Steve Wilkes situation about being black and so, and then he went on to say his executive board is one of the most diverse boards in the NFL. Now I think what you ask the man, cause he black. I hear that getting old now. Asking Steve Wilkes, he get to think he black. I don't want to hear that nonsense no more. Again, the guy gonna get a defensive coordinator position somewhere, or he might get a head coaching job. We wanted after. I told Shane this already. I said, Shane, from time that season done, we are looking at offensive coordinators. I truly believe if Ben Johnson didn't neglect and go back to Detroit, today would have been Ben Johnson press conference. We would have picked Ben Johnson. But we went with experience and went with Frank Wright. So that's fine. Let me see how he fills out his staff, and then I'll be happy with that. And then just getting it in terms of the team, I think we got 20 or 20, no, we got 22 or 24 starters signed to next season. We just got to sign back Dante Foreman and Bradley Bozeman, our center. Outside of that, everybody coming back. And we got picks to play with. Shane now is starting to believe that we lose the draft. We lose that trade. We lose that trade with McCaffrey. Ain't no way we give up a second, third, fourth, fifth for McCaffrey. We had to be getting about 2 firsts, 2 seconds.
I want that.
You could bet that. You know what somebody say? You know how much teams gotta be kicking themselves not ain't give Carolina a first round pick for McCaffrey? McCaffrey's a game changer. As long as he stay healthy, he's a game changer.
Well, I don't look too bad in the draft, man. I got 3 third runs now.
I know you got your thing because then D'Amico gone now in this thing.
The compens.
But like I said, like we get a late second, which is technically my eyes are third. A late third is like a fourth. A late fourth like a fifth. So I can't take it. We should have to get a first. But you ain't had no first.
Like my buy both of them.
I know a team that got 2 firsts.
Yeah, you got your 2 firsts.
We got 2 firsts, baby. We in prime position. Prime.
See, it's so crazy though, but I still think from our standpoint, the team is good. We got building blocks. Like I said, Derek Brown, Brian Barnes, Jeremy Chin, JC Hahn, Frankie Louvu. You have blocks on the defense. Let's get some more offense now. Let's get help for DJ Moore. The run game is good. The offensive line is good. Let's get a pass catching tight end. Let's get another specialist, a speedster on the offense, and I think we'll be good. But the main thing is like we've been talking about all the time. We got to find our solution at quarterback. He said Frank Wright said he doesn't want to be going to quarterbacks in like Indianapolis. Let's get our quarterback, groom him, and build him. So I'm good with that. So hopefully by the next show we got some more news of Carolina. We'll see. But I'm good with Carolina right now, focusing on off season and so. But come draft time, I guarantee we'll be raising our hands saying good job on a quarterback selection. So I'm fine with that. Outside of that, Around the NFL, we already said that Houston hired
D'Amico.
D'Amico Ryans, and then probably the surprise one today was out of nowhere. The Denver Broncos hiring Sean Payton.
Great
Sean
hire.
Payton, he got the compensation was a first round pick from Denver, which was San Francisco's pick that went to Miami. And then Miami sent it to Denver because of the Bradley Chubb. So they get a first this year and a next year second. And the Saints, that's why the Saints got the Broncos got Sean Payton and a next year third. What do you guys think about that hire?
I think it's a great hire. I think he'll have that offense back to probably top 10. I think he'll fix Russell Wilson too as well. I mean, you saw what he did with Drew Brees for all them years. I mean, we saw what he did when he had playmakers. Now he got a whole bunch of playmakers on that team with Cortland Sutton, Jerry Judy, KJ Hamler. So he got a lot of ties to play with. When Sean Payton, he's a well-established Super Bowl in the head coach, won a number of games. So he knows the league, and he's a great coach. So I could
Ye-
honestly see the Denver Broncos making a playoff run next year with Sean Payton. 'Cause
I
the,
can,
team-
st-
'cause the offense already set.
I can still hold my horses because we had said that they were gonna make playoffs this year too.
But
Yeah,
it's
but we didn't know Nathaniel Hackett was going to be that horrible. We didn't know he was going to be that horrible as a
had no reason not to make
right.
a playoff run last year. That
We
team was
didn't we
good.
didn't think
How
we didn't
long, how long we been saying that? Before the man bring on Russell Wilson, we were saying that team is one quarterback away from doing
right.
something. Them Russell Wilson, I was like, yeah, but then, but that's it. Them guys
Because,
clear.
'cause you saw when Hackett left. When Hackett left, the offense took off and started scoring a whack of points.
Exactly.
So Sean Payton now, who's more of an established head coach, offensive coordinator, offensive genius, as some would say, quarterback developer, because what he did with Drew Brees after Drew Brees left San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who says he can't do the same thing Russell Wilson?
I do believe he's gonna work wonders over there because
Right.
if you look at Sean Payton kind of play cards and so a lot of small passes and then throw the ball over the middle, over the top, and them kind of
He got the
stuff.
receivers to do it. Jerry Judy with his road running. Cortland Sutton, the what you call it? He's a possession receiver, and you got KJ Hamler, who's a speedster.
Plus,
The offense is open.
Javante Williams is there.
Running back.
Alvin Kamara.
Mm-hmm.
He's coming out for ACL, so we got to see what happens. But
Right.
he's there. Alvin Kamara, and then Titan. They drafted a dude in the Titan. He's fine, so think it should be fine. But we'll see what happens. That leaves us with two head coaching openings: the Colts and the Cardinals. And by the looks of it, they interviewing about 100 people.
Cool.
The Colts and the Cardinals.
I ain't see a thing with the Cardinals yet.
Yeah, but them got them interviewing the Bengals offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator. They're interviewing Mike Kafka. They've just taken on a heap more people.
Have you interviewed Mike Kafka already?
But Mike Kafka get a lot. I think we had to interview him too.
Ah, boy.
But it got all kind of thing. So we got to see what happened. But you got a Colts. Colts had a Wink Martindale for an interview, Kafka for an interview. I think they're trying to interview somebody else. Them all over the place. I don't know who them want. They still say Steichen in the runnings for the Colts job too. So I don't
He
know.
needs to stay where he be for now.
So I don't know. But that's how it is. Next show we'll talk some more. Hopefully they got their head coach, but we'll see. We still gotta do it, even though there's 2 games left. Still gonna give up our game balls and trash bags at the thing. My game ball, I don't know. Who your game ball is, Jizzle? I ain't getting into the Eagles.
My game ball going to Hassan Reddick. I will get my game ball. He wreaked havoc on the 49ers offense. He knocked out the quarterback and a half. He gets my game ball.
I give my game ball to Kansas City cornerbacks. They play with 3 rookie cornerbacks because the only veteran cornerback was injured. So I give the game ball to the Kansas City cornerback. See who your game balls go to.
Um, I think it's a Kansas City offense.
I mean, we could give it to Mahomes because he got
Yeah,
his
Mahomes
bad ankle, but
is better than
yeah,
I think it was the offense. The whole damn offense broke up. Yeah, I'm saying
that's true because they lose a lot. They lose a lot of receivers
broke,
during that game.
that's a broken team, and they came in there and they kind of not even. I didn't even say hung in there with the damn Bengals, who was hot, but just dominated the game from the offensive standpoint against the Bengals.
Yeah.
You got quarterback like Mahomes, but he kills it all. He
He
kills it all.
injured too, so it's like really and truly what happened if they were at full strength.
Right. He kills it all. Even on an injured ankle.
So okay, so who your trash bag goes to?
What he name?
That fella who push out Mahomes,
Osai.
yeah, he get that trash bag.
I know everybody would have go to there.
He
Yeah.
get the damn trash bag.
Yeah, he blew that game. He blew that game.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, he gets it because he turned the script of that whole game, and
But that
now
was it. That was the
like
game
you
after
say,
that.
he got to live with that the rest of his life. But
If, he was,
yeah,
if this was soccer and he was in Mexico, he was dead.
Yeah, he got
oh, you
dead.
could better. So unfortunately, he'll have to stick with it. But that's the game. That's the game. All right. So next show Tuesday, 8 o'clock, same time. We'll go down into any more NFL news. We'll see if San Fran has more news. San Fran should be filling out their roster as Carolina too. Then we'll talk
We saying 10 people. Some yeah.
to the
But
future. Yeah, to future deals. Yeah, to
Yeah.
future deals. Everybody does that. Yeah.
yeah.
So we'll talk some more on the 49ers, Carolina, and talk to Jizzle about the preparation for the Super Bowl and see if we got any other NFL news. But I think that's it from us. In terms of us, like I keep saying, show some love in our Cash App anytime you can, and be sure to like and subscribe our page. As always, y'all can always check us out on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and check us out if you want to come in talk some football with us. No problem at all. But nah, that's it from me for tonight. Hopefully Carolina fills out their roster by Saturday. We'll see. I don't know. You guys got anything else?
Just waiting here see if I see any more Ripple effects. It's still early in California.
Okay. All right. So same time on Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll be back to talk some more football as the Super Bowl comes nearer and nearer. Until then, hope everyone has a good weekend. Keep on then.
Eagles Super Bowl.
Peace out.
Peace.
Peace.